Good day, Rust fans, welcome back to the grind. In today's video, we will be showing you guys some of the best settings for PvP in Rust. Before we start, be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this and much more. Click the notification bell too so that you don't miss out on any future videos. Now let's get right into it. If you haven't already, make sure to go through to the settings on your monitor and make sure they're ideal for your Rust experience. Monitors offered many different settings, with some monitors even allowing built-in crosshairs or gaming-specific modes. These modes do more than just alter the picture and the color, with some gaming modes changing the way the screen operates and allowing for faster refresh rate. This can cut milliseconds off your response time and give you the feeling of latency-free experience. Now let's face it, most of our graphics cards aren't what they used to be, and while your card may be able to handle Rust at its maximum graphics settings, reducing the quality will absolutely increase your performance. While it might be nice to be able to count every leaf on a nearby tree, it's really going to hurt your FPS count in the long run, and in those make or break firefights, being able to see the whites of your opponent's eyes might not be your most important factor. Successful Rust players tend to recommend reducing your graphics to the bare minimum, so here are the settings for you that you can use. We have them all on the screen right now. As you can see though, some of the important ones are graphics quality set to 2, shadow quality at 1, and then as you can see down below, water quality, water reflections, and world reflections are all at 0, as these are the most draining on your FPS. Another important one is the motion blur to be turned off, and the anti-aliasing being at SMAA. Feel free to go through all of your settings and adjust them close to this, although these are recommendations. You don't have to change them all to these are just what we recommend. Compared to the last step, this one is relatively easy, because since Rust's release, Facepun Studios have added a satisfying amount of options to the way you hear the game. Many gaming headsets these days tout 5.1 and 7.1 surround support, and with the new technology like Dolby Atmos, gamers everywhere are finding that their audio experience can alter their experience completely. Nowadays, there are just so many ways to change your experience in terms of audio. Now make sure to check what your headset can support, as there's a good chance Rust can handle it. Realistic 5.1 surround sound can enhance your immersion tenfold and allow you to hear that crossbow naked sneaking up behind you while you're gathering resources. Definitely check this out. Actually, while on the topic of sound, the developers of Rust made efforts to create riveting music, enhancing the drama of PvP combat and setting a peaceful tone for those quiet moments. However, sometimes this can make it unable for you to hear approaching footsteps or faraway explosions, and that can leave you dead or missing out on loot as you play. So turning off the in-game music lets you hear everything around you, which of course gives you a tactical edge when the going gets rough. As every Rust player knows, the in-game chat can either be your biggest asset or biggest detractor. When it comes to the great ways that you can communicate with everyone on the server, the chat can quickly become bogged down with useless chatter, flurries of insults and rage, and endless spam. When you're in a serious battle, you don't need the chat box taking up both HUD space and head space, and when the dust clears, feel free to click it back on to communicate with other players. While it seems like a no-brainer, forgetting to close a browser window or letting a program run in the background reduces your potential performance significantly. Rust's random access memory requirements are no joke, and with the average PC only hosting around 12 to 16 gigabytes of RAM, we need all we can get. Give your computer the advantage and make sure all other programs are closed before you step into the chaotic world of Rust. In games like Rust, shadows can do a lot. Aside from just telling you the direction of the light, they can also give away the location and information of unaware enemies, telling you whether or not an unseen enemy is armed or unarmored. It can also suggest the time of day in-game as well. However, generating these shadows can be quite a task for older cards and computers, and in battles, shadows can distract and confuse you. Reduce the shadows and gain a clearer picture of your foe, or keep them on and gain an advantage while sneaking around. It's up to you, it's what your card can handle. With the world of Rust being increasingly expansive and highly populated, a large draw distance can definitely test the limits of your GPU. While setting it high is essential for roof campers and snipers, setting it too high can easily negatively impact the way your game runs. For the best results, Facepun recommends a draw distance of 1,500, but for those players intent on long distance frags, maxing it out will give you the best results. The higher your draw distance, the easier it will be to spot enemies at a distance, increasing your prep time for any potential raids. And with that, I think that's everything, guys. So thank you for watching today's video. If you found it helpful, then please make sure to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel for more content like this and much more. Click the notification bell too so that you don't miss out on any future videos. We'll see you guys next time, but until then, take care.